What's going on? My name is Terry, and welcome to the Enlightened T Show. Please like, share, subscribe, and let's get straight to the show. AOC. She might be one of the worst representatives I have ever seen. This woman literally is trying to argue the point that today Congress voted yes to banning all transgender from women's sports. And this woman had an attitude about it. She is furious. Like, we shouldn't even be having this conversation right now. That's how bad it is. We shouldn't be having these conversations, but leave it up to Democrats like this. We got to have a conversation. So without further ado, let's watch this video, man. Let's go ahead and go.
Remember, here we are today, Republicans who have voted consistently against the Violence Against Women Act, who have taken away the right of all women to choose and have control over their own bodies, who, as women are bleeding out in parking lots across the country, standing there, allowing us to die, now want to pretend today that they care about women. And why? To open up gender and, yes, genital examinations into little girls in this country in the so-called name of attacking trans girls. And to that, today, what we have to say are two words: not today. The majority right now says there's no place in this bill that says it opens up for genital examinations. Well, here's the thing. There's no enforcement mechanism in this bill. And when there is no enforcement mechanism, you open the door to every enforcement mechanism.
So if she's saying that about this transgender stuff, right, we're opening up doors to all the possibilities, right? Was that the same thing that Democrats were doing when they opened up the door and let in all these illegal immigrants? We open up the door to whoever. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if anybody here is spying on us. We don't know if our enemies are here. We don't know. And you see what happened when they open up the doors. Have y'all seen New York? Have y'all seen all them undocumented immigrants over there sleeping in police stations, taking up all the resources over there? Have y'all seen that? But let's continue.
Trans girls are girls. And for all the folks that are so concerned, thank you for your concern about women for the first time.
Oh.
I don't know about y'all. I don't know who's been to gym class lately, but girls, even if you only believe in two genders, I've played co-ed sports all the time. But what this also opens the door for is for women to try to perform a very specific kind of femininity for the very kind of men who are drafting this bill, and to open up questioning of who is a woman because of how we look, how we present ourselves, and yes, what we choose to do with our bodies. I know who loves this bill. Yes, bigoted folks love this bill. Assaulters love this bill. But also, CEOs love this bill because Los Angeles is on fire right now. And this is the number one priority this majority has. Thank you, and I yield back.
Yeah, y'all seen that, man. Come on now. Y'all. This woman just said transgender women are women. This is what we've been having to deal with for 4 years of Democrats being in office. This is what we had to deal with. Listen, you transgender in the LGBTQ community, I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do in your free time. That's not my concern. If you want to marry same sex, I really don't care. But when it comes to this subject specifically, can y'all imagine me? I'm 6'4", 300 plus pounds. Can you imagine me wrestling against women Even if it's different weight classes and all that, right? Can you imagine that? The fastest woman, I think this past year in 2024, I think it was, I can't think of her name. Let's say Sha'Carri Richardson, right? Sha'Carri ran like a 10.5. I think that was one of her fastest times ever, right? Do y'all know she wouldn't even make prelims in the men's competition? Do you know there are high school boys that are faster than that? High schoolers.
At the Portland Interscholastic League Championships, a trans sophomore runner for McDaniel High School finished first in both the girls' 200 meter and the 400 meter. You can see the athletes speeding by their competition here. The athlete, formerly a male, is allowed to compete under the OSAA rules as a girl and will compete this weekend at state. They have the top 200 meter time in the state and the third best time in the 400 meter. Neither time would have made the podium on the boys' side.
Listen, men were built different than women. I'm sorry. It's nothing that we can stop that. And if you have a whole bunch of men dressing up as women, because let's be clear, we have multiple videos and instances where men was joining women's sports and it did not turn out good at all. So when she was talking about Republicans voted against that Women Act and all that, you know, that was formed in 1994. That was during the Bill Clinton era. I think the year after that, Republicans was trying to cut the funding. Listen, that bill then went through a whole lot of things, but as of recently, do you know that they tried to expand it to not just transgender people and all of that, but do you know they actually added undocumented immigrants to that bill? Why are we adding undocumented immigrants to a bill when they're not even supposed to be here in the first place? How you gonna add somebody to something and they not even supposed to be here? I thought them bills was for American and Americans only. And if you come over here, okay, you get some of them legally. If you come over here legally, you get some of them same benefits in them bills. But this woman has literally, I'm telling y'all, Democrats, if y'all try to put this woman up for the nominee to represent y'all in the next presidential election, this is an easy win for the Republicans. Easy. AOC I don't know how she's even a representative, man. Her district is one of the poorest districts in goddamn New York. But they gonna tell you, oh, all the blue states make all the money. If it wasn't for New York, Cali, you know, this country would fail. All this bullshit. All of it. And yes, California wildfires should be the number one priority, but we also have other things. And you want to know something, though? Where was all this energy at when they put in that Inflation Reduction Act? When they put in all these type of things in this bill to bloat it up when we should have just been focusing on the money aspect of it, but they want to throw in all these other things, right? Or they want to throw in with the border bill when we should have just stick to the borders, but they also want to throw in more money to Ukraine. Why they don't talk about that? Very fun. They don't talk about, she has not talked about them undocumented immigrants that they try to throw in that Women's Act. She ain't say nothing about that. I wonder why. There's an agenda out here. It's called feminizing men. If y'all want to feminize men, it ain't gonna go good. If y'all want men and women sports, it's not gonna go good. Men and women bathrooms, not gonna go good. So y'all can keep having these conversations, but I just want to be here for common sense, not all this bullshit and all that. So y'all let me know, enlighten T, man, because maybe I'm wrong, but if I'm not, please comment, like, share, subscribe. And if you ain't look at my last video, it's going to pop up right here click on that and listen to it, man. You might get some great information on it. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace.